welcome to Maritime Business Podcasts from ukportsandlogistics.com. We aim to build knowledge, networks and solutions for sustainable international maritime trade. Our partner for this podcast on growing business in China is the Leeds office of DLA Piper. DLA deliver expert legal advice on international trade to their clients and counsel worldwide. Josh Wong runs the China desk at the DLA Leeds office.
In respect of China, we are specialists in advising local and international organisations on all aspects of conducting business in and out of China. I work in our Leeds office, and with our team in Beijing, Hong Kong and Shanghai, we give quality advice to clients in relation to all China matters. Selling to China is very much the holy grail for many Western companies. There are such a large amount of potential customers in China that finding a product or service which interests only a small fraction of that customer base will be extremely profitable. Although there are 70% of people who live in poverty in China, there is still a huge and growing middle class. However, it is important to remember that Chinese consumers are used to working in a different environment to in the West. In particular, Chinese consumers grew up in what was called the Iron Rice Bowl regime. However, there is a new breed of Chinese consumer that is less cautious on spending. One is what's called the Little Emperors, which refers to children growing up under the one-child family regime, where they are doted upon by parents, grandparents and other relatives, and are used to getting what they want. There's also been a high influx of population from rural areas into urban areas, and increasingly, young Chinese are now growing up in an open, urban environment exposed to marketing and the lifestyle that brings. China's growing affluence means that the top sellers in China are those selling luxury or high-quality goods. There's still a huge cachet amongst the middle and upper class for Western brands and the affluence that brings. In a country as large as China, it is extremely important for sellers to target their cities carefully. The most developed cities are the four major urban population centres of Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Shanghai and Beijing. All have a significant Western retailer presence, and the population is used to seeking out Western goods. However, the biggest area of opportunity is in relation to the so-called second-tier cities. These are 65 fast-developing cities, populations of over 500,000 people. In relation to sourcing from China, China is still known as the workshop of the world. For example, 90% of the world's toys are still made in China. China is a low cost, although in some ways inflation has meant it is making manufacturing expensive, particularly compared to neighbouring countries such as Vietnam and Cambodia, and even in India. However, in China, manufacturers are now placing increasing emphasis on quality, which provides further reasons for buyers to source products from China. One of the key advantages of China is large migrant workforce. These are workers who have travelled from rural villages to work in large urban cities. Because they're away from home, they want to make as much money as they can in the shortest space of time possible. It is important when sourcing from China to do a full cost evaluation. Do not just take the price given by the Chinese manufacturer as the final price it will cost you to manufacture that product. You also need to cover custom duties, shipping costs and other costs which may drive up the price significantly. Also, make sure that products are suitable for manufacture in China and there is sufficient quality, control and that delivery is achievable. In conclusion, there are huge opportunities with trading with China. However, it is still important to plan carefully in order to succeed, and quality advice is essential both in the UK and in China. You should ensure that your advisors have knowledge in both markets. Finally, it is important to have a realistic strategy, to stick with it, and also to have an exit plan if things go wrong.
To listen and view more business podcasts, log in to ukportsandlogistics.com, your partner for international maritime trade.